It looks nice from this angle here. Looks actually quite beautiful. Okay, so today is a very important day. It is our first birthday. We launched March 15th, 2024 with our first set ever. And there have been so many things that we've learned in the last year, but to celebrate our first birthday, we are of course filming more sets. So come along with us.
Bisou's 1 year birthday bagels.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we're in our Uber on the way to the studio, and as we're in the car, we were just chatting about reflections, what we learned in the past year, and maybe also discuss things that we want to achieve in this second year of Bisou Bisou Radio. It has been so much fun this past year. Yes, it's been a lot of work, but also has been super rewarding. But as far as like reflections, I think the greatest reflection or the greatest thing that I've learned, two things. One is take breaks. I think that when you start making content, there are a lot of people that say like stay consistent and keep grinding, and I totally agree with that. But I also think breaks are so important because I think that the quality can sometimes be diminished if you're burnt out and just over it and tired. Second thing I would say is trust yourself. I think when we first started, we played a lot of music that we felt like the end user would enjoy. And I think that our sets got tremendously better when we started playing songs that like we were truly connected to in a very deep way. So just that trust element is something that like I've really taken with me into 2025 and want to continue in this next year. Okay, we're almost to the studio. Pretty gloomy day today. So this studio is near and dear to us because it's the studios where we filmed our first probably like 10 sets. Not this specific room, but there's another room that we've also used, owned by the same studio group. So we're back for our first birthday. It's giving intentional.
Okay, let me fix these. Okay.
This one too, please.
Yep. Teamwork.
Okay. We're setting up our famous time lapses.
So I think we can do this like this same setup, but just in the light more. Do you want to put time lapse closer? Like here?
Okay.
Like I think you put the time-lapse video here to capture us moving in the furniture, us moving in the table, staging everything. And then, so I think it can go over here. And we're keeping it vertical, right? Because we're gonna put it on short form?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we do 0.5? Oh, 0.5 looks good. All right, it's lapsing time. So we have an idea for our intro clips when we introduce a set, and we chose some of our favorite records from our collection, and we're going to put them up on the shelf over here. So that'll be a nice little intro cutscene to introduce our sets. We have Solange, obviously the queen, Dilla, my favorites, another Solange album, Brown Sugar, D'Angelo, and Voodoo, definitely my top 5, and Flower Boy.
Let's have a moment for these albums. I think we should play a game and share our top song for each.
What?
There we go. So we'll start with this bad boy, Flower Boy. Top song, I Ain't Got Time. So good, I love it. It's like my favorite hype song on the album. Really great project overall, but that's like, I feel like the one that goes missing, or the one that people forget often, so.
I will admit that I don't know all the songs on Flower Boy by heart, but I do like the one from his Tiny Desk.
I know this, you kept on singing it. I know the song, I can't think of the title at the moment. Bored.
Boredom,
Bored?
boredom, right?
Boredom, boom.
I will kick us off for the next album. Oh God, it's gonna be very hard for me to choose a favorite song on Voodoo. One of my top 5 favorite albums of all time. Yeah, I would say I love Send It On, Feel Like Making Love. Either Spanish Joint or Feel Like Making Love for me. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Feel Like Making Love's a cover, isn't it? I feel like that's not D'Angelo's original song. I feel like someone else wrote that. Could be wrong though.
D'Angelo the Great. I feel like this is definitely your lane. As much as I love D'Angelo, I feel like this is your project, your album. But absolutely Spanish joint. But Untitled, it's just like everyone knows it. It's very good, and we can't forget about that music video.
All right, what's the next one? When I Get Home, Seat at the Table.
This is just next in line, so. Next one. A Seat at the Table. This album is just super important to me. It came out at a very pivotal point in my life. I was in college and I was making a lot of discoveries about myself, so I think this album just felt really affirming to me. Favorite song on the album, 1000% is Junie, and nobody talks about it enough. The funk of it all, like it's so good. If you haven't listened to it, it's kind of towards the ends of the album, so give it a re-listen if you haven't. But yeah, that's 1000% my answer.
I know this is probably an obvious choice, but I would say Cranes in the Sky or Mad with Lil Wayne.
Mad is also another one that's up there. And also Fubu. We love the Knowles sisters around here, let me tell you that. It's not just always about Beyonce, we love Solange too, just as much equally. But yeah, that is such an amazing album that I feel like is timeless. And I think that also just comes back to what we stand for and timeless music. And it's something that we always want to highlight. So Solange is a great example of that. D'Angelo and Tyler too, but Solange specifically, because I feel like I'll be listening to that when I'm 80 if I get there.
Brown Sugar, you probably can't see it, it's too... definitely Lady for me.
I'm over here like, wait, what's on this one? Ooh. I'm so shocked you didn't say When We Get By. That is a song I feel like you listen to quite often. Brown Sugar. Yeah. Yeah, brown sugar. Yeah. Brown sugar, also because it's one of my favorite movies. Actually, probably in my top 5 favorite movies. It's with Taye Diggs and Sanaa Lathan. And growing up, I loved watching it because I always wanted to be Sid. She was so cool to me, and I always connected to her character because of her love for music. And that was her job. She was a journalist and spoke on albums and projects and artists. And I looked at her and I was like, I want to do that shit. So, unrelated. I don't think that song is in the movie though, which I feel like that was a huge miss. And then our last one, When I Get Home. Want to go?
Stay Flow or Down. What is it called?
Down with the Click.
Down with the Click, yeah.
Oh. For me, it would be either Dreams, Almeida, which is crazy because when I first heard it, I didn't love it as much as I do now. And Sound of Rain. It looks nice from this angle here. Looks actually quite beautiful. I want to get the Sony and bring it in front to see.
Yeah.
All right. See you on the other side.
Just finished our sets on Bisou's birthday. How do you feel?
Tired.
Same.
Need a
And
nap.
hungry. So hungry.
Yeah.
Nap. Food. Nothing else for the rest of the night.
2,000 years later.
Hello everyone. It is Sunday, early afternoon. Technically not Bisou Bisou Radio's birthday anymore. Should we say that? Should I have played it off like it was the same day? It's the day after because I was honestly exhausted after filming yesterday. And by the time we got home and unpacked all of our stuff, all we really felt like doing was ordering food and watching TV. So to all the viewers out there and to all of our subscribers, I'm Pherris. I am a music producer and DJ here in New York City and co-founder of Bisou Bisou Radio. I'm not sure if we ever really went into detail about this on our social posts, but Bisou Bisou means kiss kiss in French. It's really just a playful embodiment of how music makes us feel, which is, embraced and loved. And we feel that sharing music in itself is a love language. So it plays on that idea as well. Our brand tries to capture an aesthetic that fuses New York and French charm together. So if any of you are tuning in from France, bienvenue mes amis et merci beaucoup de soutenir notre chaîne. We created Bisou Bisou Radio because we wanted something to call our own, something that we could build together as a platform to express ourselves authentically and to make genuine connections with other creatives and give them that same platform. And of course, to make meaningful connections with fellow music lovers and to build out our community. Looking back, on the year, I think with anything that you start from the ground up, it will take time to find your footing. And I think that is what we did this first year. We experimented, we threw a lot at the wall to see what would stick. Of course, we had a general vision going in for sure, especially with the visual aesthetic and design. But even in a year, we've seen our sound evolve as DJs, and we've found roots in different type of music that Ceema and I are very passionate about. Some, of course, being soul, R&B. I've gone a little bit down a rabbit hole and an exploration into the origins of house music that I really like to bring more to my sets. So I'm looking forward to the year ahead and continuing to refine our vision and our taste and turning our ideas into reality. We have a lot of new ideas and content we'd like to explore as we continue to grow, with this vlog style content being one of them, as a way to give you an inside look in the behind the scenes and just welcome you and invite you into our process and the journey. I have an overwhelming sense of gratitude for the community that we've built. So thank you to all of you out there watching, subscribing, commenting. We see every comment, and we really make a big effort to, acknowledge all the comments with a like or a thank you. So again, thank you all, because your support is what keeps us posting and creating and gets us through those long hours and weeks of editing and prepping our sets, just to continue to create good content for you all and content that you're engaging with and enjoying. So to conclude our very first vlog post with some final reflections on the year, I think looking back, one thing that I'm most proud of is the fact that Ceema and I stood firm in our vision and leading with, authenticity and honesty. Yes, of course, we tried some things that may have fallen out of our initial scope or vision, but I feel like we always reined it back in if we didn't feel that it was working. I think it's important to also try new things, push the boundaries, and not pigeonhole yourself. And by doing so, you learn more about yourself, your taste, and your perspective, which informs your artistic and creative endeavors in a world where it really seems everyone is kind of just DJing, now to chase a viral moment or to elevate, social clout or status or whatever it may be. I'm proud of Ceema and I for being intentional, respecting the DJ craft, and navigating the DJ world with humility and with an openness to learn and to grow, and ultimately to better serve our listeners and our subscribers. And I hope that has translated to you all watching and joining us this past year. And if not, hope we make that more apparent in our content for this year. So with that being said, thank you to our Bisou Bisou Radio community. We are so excited for what lies ahead in year 2. We got some amazing sets that we just filmed and we'll be editing and rolling out, along with some more vlog style content, hopefully in the near future, and a few surprises and ideas that we're working on and can't wait to share with you. If you're new to our channel and have been enjoying our content, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to give us a follow on Instagram and TikTok. So stay tuned for more content, and cheers to an exciting year 2 ahead.
To more community and more music.
Thank you all for a year.
Thank you guys.
Ready?